Welcome back. At least for now, the Nifty has managed to defend the 19,500 odd mark, but we still have more than 25 minutes to go. So just keep an eye out on the screen. The session goes to the bulls, though for the series, we're still up close to around 1%. And just one stock, SJV, and I think we should get the intraday chart of that one. That's suddenly seen a big move, and volumes as well are pretty high on that one. So SJVN is a stock that you should keep on your radar. But it's that time of the day where we get you an insight into D Street chatter. Nimesh is with us. Nimesh, tell us, what are you picking up and how are you reading today's session?
Hi Nigel, the screen is looking bad for sure, but that doesn't mean that the flows are equally bad. So that's the feedback that yes, there are negative flows, but it's not that bad for a Nifty to fall 1% and the broader markets to fall more than 1%. Now, there are a couple of reasons why we are falling into today's trade. One, of course, the weak global cues, crude, dollar index, the 10-year yield, all showing negative signs, and that's negative for emerging markets. So that's one of the reasons. But also, there are technical factors. One, of course, because of the September expiry, that's adding to some pressure. And also, there is this, quarterly closure as well. So a lot of, larger HNI seems to close their books on the quarterly end. So I think even that's adding some bit of pressure. And also remember, Monday is a holiday for us. So kind of a truncated week next week as well. So I guess that's all putting pressure on the broader markets as well. And that explains more than 1% cut in the Nifty mid-cap index, more than 1% cut in the small cap indices as well. But broadly, the feedback is, as I said, the screen is looking bad, but the flows are not that bad is what I understand. Also, today's number may not be good to read also because of the adjustments, the expiry adjustments. There is a Nifty rebalancing as well. So that flows will also add up. So the numbers may not be a right picture to look at, but broadly from a sentiment point of view, I guess from a technical point of view as well, the 19,600 was a crucial level. We've broken that. So need to see in the next half an hour how are we able to defend that. But from a trend, I think we've broken the trend on the downside. But flows are not very large. On the negative side is the overall feedback.
Yeah, and Nimesh, sometimes on expiry date, those weak hands, they get cut on the wrong side. Because today everyone would have thought, yesterday we bounced from 19,500, maybe take a bit of a punt. Now those weak hands will be in trouble.
First half we bounced back, right, from our opening. So I guess that also was the reason for the weaker hands to get exited in this negative pullback.
All right, what about individual stocks?
Well, there are a lot of names which are on my list. I'll start with the first two stocks where there were large blocks and big reaction to those names. So the first one is Quickheal. That stock is up 16% last when I checked. 3.5% equity got changed hands, and I believe the private equity investor was a seller in today's block. Need to see who are the buyers there, but in terms of seller, looks like the PE was a seller there. So that's the first one. The second from that list was HOEC. Even that stock is locked at 10% upper circuit after a large block. Nearly 2% equity got changed hands there, and I believe one of the strategic investor in HOEC was a seller. There is no promoter holding there. It's largely owned by institutions, but there is a strategic investor holding close to 6%. So they were the large sellers in today's block. So that's the second one. The third, again, part of the block deal was Happiest Minds. Even there was a large block, nearly 1% equity got changed hands. I believe the promoter entity was a seller in today's block. So even there, the disclosures in terms of buyers could be quite interesting to track. And the last is a couple of private bank names. Even yesterday, the feedback was some small buying interest is back. To just extend that, both Bandhan Bank and RBL Bank marginally under pressure today. But the overall feedback is large part of the selling from the FI seems to be largely over, both in Bandhan Bank as well as in RBL Bank.
Nimesh, anything you're hearing on that Chola story which Sudarshan put out?
Well, it looks like it's a done deal. The whole deal got delayed just because of the CCD approval. I believe that approval came last evening, and hence there is a very high possibility that the book will get launched today evening. The demand is quite strong. It's a small, for the size of Chola, it's a small QIP, just 2,000 crores. But I understand the demand is quite strong. So there won't be a large discount in the QIP is the overall feedback. And it's well bid by some long-only fund. So should go through. And there is a CCD as well of close to 2,000 crores in that fundraising plan.
Okay. No question of a cut or anything. I mean, it's just done phenomenally, and there is. Can't imagine why there would be a need for a big discount or anything, as Nimesh pointed out. Nimesh, thanks very much. Interesting list. Quickheal, HOEC, Happiest Minds, Bandhan and RBL are on Nimesh's list today. Mitesh is joining in with what the buyers sell today.